There's something spectacular about seeing Damian swim that I can't help but stare at his perfect strokes and rhythm of the water.
Aria, why are you staring at me?
No, I wasn't.
Are you sure?
I was just passing by. I found a covert financial expert, someone discreet enough to help me start buying shares from Ethan's company.
Good. That's a strong move. Ethan won't see it coming.
I've been able to purchase about 26% shares.
Nice. Now, we dig into his company until it's crushed.
Ethan will pay dearly for what he's done to me.
Nice. Now we dig into his company until it's crushed.
He rests his forearms on the pool's edge as if settling in to enjoy the view of me.
Why not join me? The water is warm and you will love it.
He asks casually, but there's something under the surface, something warm, something dangerous. I shake my head quickly. Nah, I'm working on something.
On?
He sounds genuinely curious. I straighten, returning to business mode, the only safe mode I have around him. He reaches for the wine glass resting on the edge of the pool, the motion smooth and unhurried. Drops of water slide down his arm, catching sunlight, his black top hugging his biceps and masking his chiseled abs. I nod, trying to ignore the flutter in my stomach at his approval. But then, maybe it's the heat or the stillness or the way the water sparkles around him. Something inside me tilts. The urge to escape this tension dissolves. Instead, I want to feel something other than fear, betrayal, and strategy. Before logic can stop me, I reach for the hem of my shirt and pull it over my head. Damian's eyes widen for a fraction of a second, just barely, but it's enough to send a shiver through me. I slip out of my pants, left only in my pink bra and simple underwear. His gaze sharpens, but he doesn't move toward me. He simply watches, jaw tightening, the only sign of the effort it takes for him to stay still. I walk to the pool ladder and step in. The cool water wraps around me, lifting me, calming me. I dive beneath the surface, letting the world disappear for a breath, then rise again. Damian's expression has changed. Respect, heat, something deeper, something he doesn't say. I start swimming casually, but he joins me not long after, meeting me halfway in the pool's center. He's too close enough that I can feel the warmth of him even through the water.
You're okay?
Yes, I reply, but inwardly I know that's not true. Our arms brush as we tread water. That single touch sends a ripple of awareness through me, warm and consuming. I should move away, but I don't. Instead, I drift a little closer until the water pushes us into the same rhythm. His hand moves gently along my waist, steadying me after the subtle wave I didn't even notice. My breath catches. His eyes drop, briefly, to my mouth. The world stops. It's as if the sun, the water, the sky, and the quiet ache inside me all collide into that one suspended moment. The tension builds, electric. His chest rises slowly, breathing me in. My fingers skim upward, almost without meaning to, brushing the warm line of his collarbone.
Aria.
He murmurs, voice low, almost warning. I know, I whisper, but I don't pull away. We move closer, so close that our foreheads almost touch. My heart pounds, matching the rhythm of the water gently rocking between us. Then his hand slides up, not pulling me in, not claiming anything, just holding me there, steady, as though asking a silent question. I answer without words. Our lips meet, soft at first, testing, searching. Then deeper, warmer, fueled by everything we've been trying not to feel. The water swirls around us as if stirred by the heat between us. My hands find his shoulders, and he draws me closer, not urgent, but certain. The world tilts, and for a moment, it feels like he's the only solid thing in it. His breath mixes with mine. Our mouths move together in a slow, consuming rhythm. A sound escapes me, too real, too honest. And suddenly, clarity slices through the haze. Emma, my goals, the danger, the marriage contract, the war ahead. This can't happen. Not now, not like this. I pull away abruptly. Damian freezes, chest rising and falling with unsteady breaths. His eyes search mine, concern, confusion, restraint, all fighting for space.
Arya, did I do anything wrong?
No, my voice is barely more than a whisper. You didn't do anything wrong. I need a minute. He doesn't touch me again, doesn't move closer, doesn't question further. He simply nods once, a single controlled gesture.
Whenever you're ready.
He murmurs. The gentleness in his voice almost undoes me again. I force my body toward the pool steps, every movement heavy with the weight of everything unspoken. Water drips down my skin as I climb out, leaving a shimmering trail behind. I grab my clothes and wrap them around myself as quickly as I can. Before I walk away, I look back. Damian is still in the pool, staring at the water, not at me. Shoulders tense, jaw set, breathing slow like a man trying to master something inside him, something I'm afraid to name. I leave the terrace, heart pounding, knowing one truth with frightening clarity. I'm falling, and falling for Damian Wolfe will either save me or destroy me all over again. The sky is still dark when I wake, a deep blue that looks almost bruised. I don't know what pulls me from sleep, only that something feels off. The air is colder. The penthouse is too quiet. Damian isn't in the guest chair where he usually works at dawn. He isn't in the kitchen either. A low breeze slips through the hallway, carrying the faint scent of rain and something metallic. That's when I notice the rooftop door cracked open. I follow the wind. When I push the door fully, the cold morning air rushes in. The rooftop is wide and open, bordered by soft lights that pulse gently beneath the early sky. And there, at the far edge, stands Damian. His back is to me, shoulders tense as he stares out over the glittering city skyline. The sunrise hasn't fully broken, but a pale ribbon of gold is stretching across the horizon, washing over him like the first brushstroke of a painting. He doesn't move when I step out. He doesn't speak, but he knows I'm here. Couldn't sleep? I ask softly. His voice is low, graveled, and tired.
Nah, I couldn't.
Something in the tone, the kind of exhaustion that doesn't come from lack of sleep, makes my chest tighten. I move beside him, watching the trembling city lights far below. For a few moments, he says nothing. The wind lifts his hair, brushing it back. He looks haunted, as if the world he once escaped is clawing at him again. Finally, he exhales sharply.
The Global Racing Committee made an announcement.
My heart stops. About the tournament? He nods.
$2 billion to the winner. The highest purse in the tournament's history. And the world's elite will be there. Best engineers, best teams, best drivers.
And Ethan, I say quietly.
And Ethan.
Damian's jaw tightens.
He submitted and already bought 3 entries. Bought 3 new elite racers. He's preparing real hard.
Something cold settles in my spine. What about us? I ask. He doesn't answer immediately. Instead, he tilts his head back slightly, as though searching the sky for something only he remembers. But when he speaks again, everything in him cracks open.
5 years ago.
He begins, whispering voice barely above a whisper.
During the last tournament, I should have won.
I turn fully toward him. He doesn't look at me. He looks at the city, like the ghosts of that day are still somewhere in those lights.
My engine wasn't failing. It was sabotaged. Ethan's father arranged it. Timing was perfect during a short maintenance stop before the final lap. I didn't know until the moment the engine locked.
The breath leaves me. And the crash? I ask softly. His eyes harden, remembering.
At 220 kilometers per hour, there is no such thing as a small crash.
I swallow. He pauses, then continues, each word pulled from something deep, raw, buried.
I entered that race because of her, my wife. She was sick, cancer. Treatment was expensive. That prize money, plus the bonus from Blake Sports Car Industries, it would have covered everything.
A sharp ache pierces my chest. His wife, the woman he loved, the woman he lost.
And when I lost, not only did Ethan's father leave me with nothing, he withheld my compensation, my bonus, everything. I begged him.
His voice cracks, not weakness, but the breaking of old grief.
I begged him to help me save her.
My throat burns. And he refused? Damian nods once, slow, painful.
They let her die.
A wind gust sweeps across the rooftop, pushing strands of hair across my face. I blink them away, but I can't blink away the pain in his voice. I step closer, slowly, unsure if he wants distance or comfort. He doesn't step away. The sky is brightening now, streaking orange and gold across Damian's profile. He looks older, younger, broken, unbreakable, all at once. What about this year's tournament? I ask quietly.
The entry fee is $100,000.
He says.
Ethan already paid for 3 drivers and working on 3 cars that might cost approximately $5 million or more. For them, money isn't an obstacle. They're using this tournament to boost their public image for their new cars, gain more cash as well, and to crush competitors in the sports car industry or anyone daring to challenge them.
And us? He finally looks at me, directly, openly.
We can't afford the hurdle of 3 entries, form 3 teams, pay elite drivers, then 3 cars and many more for a young company like Wolfe Dynamics. And moreover, we don't need them.
My heartbeat quickens. Something in his tone changes, becomes heavier, more dangerous.
I'm entering the tournament,
He says. The words feel like a punch. What? Damian, no! My voice rises before I can stop it. It's been 5 years. You haven't raced, not even locally. That track nearly swallowed you.
This fight will swallow us if we don't take risks.
The sky is still dark when I wake, a deep blue that looks almost bruised. I don't know what pulls me from sleep, only that something feels off. The air is colder. The penthouse is too quiet. Damian isn't in the guest chair where he usually works at dawn. He isn't in the kitchen either. A low breeze slips through the hallway, carrying the faint scent of rain and something metallic. That's when I notice the rooftop door cracked open. I follow the wind. When I push the door fully, the cold morning air rushes in. The rooftop is wide and open, bordered by soft lights that pulse gently beneath the early sky. And there, at the far edge, stands Damian. His back is to me, shoulders tense as he stares out over the glittering city skyline. The sunrise hasn't fully broken, but a pale ribbon of gold is stretching across the horizon, washing over him like the first brushstroke of a painting. He doesn't move when I step out. He doesn't speak, but he knows I'm here. Couldn't sleep? I ask softly. His voice is low, graveled, and tired.
Nah, I couldn't.
Something in the tone, the kind of exhaustion that doesn't come from lack of sleep, makes my chest tighten. I move beside him, watching the trembling city lights far below. For a few moments, he says nothing. The wind lifts his hair, brushing it back. He looks haunted, as if the world he once escaped is clawing at him again. Finally, he exhales sharply.
The Global Racing Committee made an announcement.
My heart stops. About the tournament? He nods.
$2 billion to the winner. The highest purse in the tournament's history. And the world's elite will be there. Best engineers, best teams, best drivers.
And Ethan, I say quietly.
And Ethan.
Damian's jaw tightens.
He submitted and already bought 3 entries. Bought 3 new elite racers. He's preparing real hard.
Something cold settles in my spine. What about us? I ask. He doesn't answer immediately. Instead, he tilts his head back slightly, as though searching the sky for something only he remembers. But when he speaks again, everything in him cracks open.
5 years ago,
He begins, whispering voice barely above a whisper.
during the last tournament, I should have won.
I turn fully toward him. He doesn't look at me. He looks at the city, like the ghosts of that day are still somewhere in those lights.
My engine wasn't failing. It was sabotaged. Ethan's father arranged it. Timing was perfect during a short maintenance stop before the final lap. I didn't know until the moment the engine locked.
The breath leaves me. And the crash? I ask softly. His eyes harden, remembering.
At 220 kilometers per hour, there is no such thing as a small crash.
I swallow. He pauses, then continues, each word pulled from something deep, raw, buried.
I entered that race because of her, my wife. She was sick, cancer. Treatment was expensive. That prize money, plus the bonus from Blake Sports Car Industries, it would have covered everything.
A sharp ache pierces my chest. His wife, the woman he loved, the woman he lost.
And when I lost, not only did Ethan's father leave me with nothing, he withheld my compensation, my bonus, everything. I begged him.
His voice cracks, not weakness, but the breaking of old grief.
I begged him to help me save her.
My throat burns. And he refused? Damian nods once, slow, painful.
They let her die.
A wind gust sweeps across the rooftop, pushing strands of hair across my face. I blink them away, but I can't blink away the pain in his voice. I step closer, slowly, unsure if he wants distance or comfort. He doesn't step away. The sky is brightening now, streaking orange and gold across Damian's profile. He looks older, younger, broken, unbreakable, all at once. What about this year's tournament? I ask quietly.
The entry fee is $100,000.
He says.
Ethan already paid for 3 drivers and working on 3 cars that might cost approximately $5 million or more. For them, money isn't an obstacle. They're using this tournament to boost their public image for their new cars, gain more cash as well, and to crush competitors in the sports car industry or anyone daring to challenge them.
And us? He finally looks at me, directly, openly.
We can't afford the hurdle of 3 entries, form 3 teams, pay elite drivers, then 3 cars and many more for a young company like Wolfe Dynamics. And moreover, we don't need them.
My heartbeat quickens. Something in his tone changes, becomes heavier, more dangerous.
I'm entering the tournament.
He says. The words feel like a punch. What? Damian, no! My voice rises before I can stop it. It's been 5 years. You haven't raced, not even locally. That track nearly swallowed you.
This fight will swallow us if we don't take risks.
I shake my head, stepping closer until I'm inches from him. This isn't just about racing. It's about the Ethan, his father, about what happened to your wife. And if you return, you're giving him a second chance to... He finishes it for me.
To finish what he started.
Silence wraps around us, heavy, knowing. Then I breathe. You won't be going back alone. His eyes soften, just slightly, just enough that I see the man beneath all the armor, the man who still bleeds. He looks away again, watching the first full sliver of sunlight rise above the city.
The prize money would be enough to boost Wolfe dynamics and fuel our plan. Combined with the shares you've started buying from Ethan's company, we can cripple Blake Industries from inside out.
And after, I whisper. He turns to me.
After, my lawyers will expose everything. Ethan, his father, every deception they built. They won't have the resources to fight. By then, they'll be ruined.
I swallow. And what do you get from all this? What is your gain? His answer hits me like a silent earthquake.
Justice. For my wife. And for you.
The rooftop wind softens. The city hum fades. Suddenly, it's just the two of us, suspended in the newborn light. He continues quietly.
When all of this is over, I won't need anything else. The company, the assets, whatever is left, I'll hand it over to you if you want it. My life ended when they took her from me. She was my evening, my peace, and they stole it.
A tear slips down his cheek. Damian Wolfe, this unbending, unstoppable man, lets it fall without wiping it away. My breath catches. I reach into my pocket, pulling out a soft white handkerchief. When I hold it out, his fingers brush mine. Heat shoots up my arm. He freezes. I freeze. For a long moment, we don't move, don't breathe. Something raw and unspoken stretches between us, warm as sunlight, loud as thunder. Then slowly, gently, Damian takes the handkerchief, his fingers lingering over mine a heartbeat longer than necessary. We both feel it, both deny it, both want more, yet step back. Because this rooftop isn't about desire, it's about ghosts, his pain, and the fire tying our fates together. The sun rises fully, spilling gold across his face, across mine, across everything broken and everything being rebuilt. And I know, this is no longer just revenge. This is destiny sharpening its blade. The racing world was on fire, and I couldn't escape it. My phone buzzed incessantly on the kitchen counter, each notification another headline screaming the same impossible truth. Wolfe returns. Legend or Liabin? Can a ghost still drive? Damian Wolfe was coming out of retirement. After 5 long years of silence, my husband, on paper, was reportedly entering the most prestigious, most dangerous tournament on the global circuit, the one with a $2 billion prize purse and a reputation for breaking even the strongest drivers. I scrolled through the articles with a growing knot in my stomach. Analysts dissected his age, his time away, the lingering effects of the crash that had nearly ended him. Pundits were already handing the trophy to Blake's team. 3 elite drivers, unlimited funding, cars that looked like they'd been engineered by gods. Wolfe's return is sentimental at best, one commentator sneered. Emotional, not strategic. I set the phone down harder than I meant to. Sentimental. Emotional. I know what they don't see. I've traced the faint scars along his ribs, the slight hitch in his breath when the weather turns cold, the way his jaw tightens when engines scream too loud, too suddenly. That crash didn't just break bone, it left echoes. And now he's running straight back toward them. Fear sharpens into something hotter. Anger. Not at him, but at the world that keeps demanding men like Damian prove they're still worth surviving. I brother approach. I only feel him. His presence shifts the air behind me, solid and unmistakable. When I turn, he's already there, reading my face with unsettling ease.
You're spiraling,
he says softly. I'm terrified, I answer honestly. He closes the distance in 3 long strides. His hands frame my face, warm and grounding, thumbs brushing my cheekbones with reverent care. My breath catches at the intimacy of it.
Trust me, Arya. Believe in me.
His voice is rough, Not commanding, not arrogant, vulnerable. His dark eyes search mine, not for permission, but for faith. For a heartbeat, the world falls silent. His thumb grazes my lower lip, barely there, yet the touch sends a shock straight through me. I lament, to beg, to demand he choose safety over ghosts, but the raw plea in his gaze unravels me. I nod, small. Relief flashes across his face, followed by something deeper, something hungry and alive.
Come with me to the Wolfe Dynamics board meeting.
The invitation feels like more than business. It feels like a claim. I choose emerald. The silk gown clings to me like it knows my secrets, cool against my skin, daring in its cut. When I step into the hallway, Damian stops mid-step, completely still. His gaze travels slowly, deliberately, from my face down the length of me and back up again. Hunger burns openly in his eyes.
Arya, you're going to ruin me before the day even starts.
Heat blooms under my skin. He steps closer. I want to move back, but I froze, his fingers brushing my bare shoulder as he tucks a loose strand of hair behind my ear. The touch is light, almost reverent, but it sends sparks racing through me. I lean into him without meaning to. He smiles, slow, knowing. The promise in that smile follows us all the way out the door. I wonder sometimes if this is real. Our marriage is just a contract, driven by two people who want only one thing, not love though, revenge. Lately, we are now like two wounded tigers clinging to each other. For a fact, Damian is a better man than Ethan, my ex. At the factory, the reception is thunderous. Employees cheer openly, calling out Mr. and Mrs. Wolfe like it's already legend. Their warmth wraps around us, but it's Damian's hand at the small of my back that keeps my awareness locked on him, possessive, protective. Every subtle stroke of his thumb feels intentional, private. Inside the boardroom, the mood shifted like a storm rolling in. Damian stood at the head of the table, commanding as ever, and dropped the bombshell. He was racing again. The tournament, all in. Silence. Then uneasy murmurs. One board member, "With respect, Damian, it's been 5 years since the accident. You haven't competed at this level. And you're making this decision emotionally," another finished bluntly, "not strategically. The company's reputation is on the line." I watched the muscle in Damian's jaw tighten, saw the flicker of old pain in his eyes. Something fierce and protective surged inside me. Before I could second-guess myself, I was on my feet. "He's not doing this out of emotion," I said, my voice steady despite the adrenaline flooding my veins. "I've watched him train. I've seen the discipline, the focus, the fire that never went out. This isn't grief talking. This is the best driver this company has ever produced, deciding he's ready to remind the world why Wolfe Dynamics dominates. I believe in him completely. And if you can't, then you don't know Damian Wolfe at all." The room went still. Damian turned to me, stunned. For a breathless heartbeat, everything else faded. The gratitude in his eyes was overwhelming, mingled with raw, fierce adoration that made my pulse race. His lips parted slightly, as if he wanted to drag me across the table and claim me right there in front of everyone. Beneath the table, his fingers found mine, squeezing once. A secret electric thank you that lingered on my skin long after the meeting ended. When it finally wrapped, tentative approval granted, though doubts still simmered, Damian didn't let go of my hand as we left the boardroom. He led me down to the showroom garage, where gleaming prototypes waited under bright lights. Mechanics swarmed us, excitement buzzing as they unveiled the latest designs and promised a custom car built specifically for his comeback. I watched him run reverent hands over carbon fiber curves, eyes alight with that racer's hunger, and felt pride swell in my chest. But every time our gazes met, the professional mask slipped. A lingering glance. A brush of shoulders neither of us hurried to end. The romantic current between us pulled stronger with every passing minute. Later, as discussions wound down, Damian's expression shifted. He quietly asked the lead mechanic to take us somewhere else, a secluded storage garage at the far end of the facility. The heavy doors rolled open with a metallic groan. There, under harsh fluorescent light, sat the wreckage. The twisted, charred skeleton of the car from 5 years ago. Metal crumpled like paper, paint scorched black, glass shattered into jagged teeth. Damian stopped dead in the doorway. The wreck, twisted metal, burned paint, a skeleton of what once nearly unalived him. Damian stops cold. I watched the color drain from his face as memories slammed into him. The scream of a failing engine, the sickening impact, the moment he realized his wife was gone forever. His broad shoulders began to tremble. A broken sound escaped his throat, half sob, half curse. My heart shattered for him. I closed the distance without thinking, sliding my arms around his waist from behind, pressing my cheek to the solid warmth of his back. "I'm here," I whispered. "I've got you." He turned slowly, eyes glistening with unshed tears, raw vulnerability laid bare for me alone. For a long moment, he just stared, as if I were the only thing keeping him tethered. Then his hands rose to frame my face, thumbs sweeping gently across my cheeks, catching tears I hadn't realized I'd shed for him. "I'm here with you, and you are not alone," I murmured, voice cracked. A vow. The dam broke. He pulled me into a crushing embrace, arms banding around me like he was afraid I'd vanish if he let go. I clung to him just as fiercely, fingers threading through his dark hair, feeling the frantic thud of his heart against my own. The hug deepened, bodies aligning, curves molding to hard planes, until comfort blurred into something hotter, more urgent. His lips brushed my temple, then the corner of my mouth, a question and a plea. I tilted my face up, answering without words. The kiss started soft, almost reverent, but ignited in seconds, hungry, desperate. 5 years of his grief and months of my carefully guarded heart poured into it. Tongues tangled, hands roamed with growing need. He backed me gently against the wall beside the wreckage, one thigh sliding between mine, the silk of my gown riding up as I arched into him. We devoured each other amidst the ruins of his past, as if we could burn it all away and build something new in the ashes. When we finally broke apart, foreheads still pressed together, breaths ragged and mingling, he whispered against my lips.
"I love you."
The words hung in the cold air like sacred fire. I don't answer.
Morning light filters into the penthouse in quiet, golden sheets, softening the sharp edges of glass and steel. I step out of the corridor with an envelope tucked under my arm. Legal papers, timelines, strategies. My mind already deep in calculations. Then I stop. Aria is in the dining area. She's barefoot, hair loosely tied back, moving with unhurried focus as she sets breakfast on the table. Plates, cutlery, a pot of tea steaming gently. The domestic intimacy of the scene hits me harder than any headline or courtroom battle ever has. For a second, I just stand there. This isn't part of the plan. She looks up and freezes when she sees me, as if suddenly realizing what she's done. A flicker of self-consciousness crosses her face, but she doesn't retreat.
"Good morning,"
she says softly. "Aria, you didn't have to do this." She lifts one shoulder in a small shrug.
"I wanted to."
I set the envelope down slowly, carefully, like it might shatter the moment. "You know there's a chef in this house," I say gently, "and we're married on paper only. You're not obligated to—"
"I know."
She interrupts, meeting my gaze. Her eyes are steady, searching.
"I'm not confused about that. Sit, before it gets cold."
I do, but she doesn't let the moment pass. Instead, she folds her arms and tilts her head, studying me with that dangerous calm I'm learning to respect.
But I need to ask you something first.
Oh boy, here it comes.
The kiss in the pool, the one in the company's garage when you were breaking, and when you said, "I love you."
My pulse stutters.
Was that part of the contract too?
For a heartbeat, the world holds its breath. Then I let out a low chuckle, rubbing my jaw. There's no point pretending, not with her. You got me, I admit. Her expression doesn't change. But, I add, my voice dropping, it was real. For me. Silence stretches between us. She doesn't answer, doesn't smile. Instead, she turns back to the table, adjusting a plate with unnecessary precision.
The food will get cold,
She says. It's a boundary. I accept it, for now. We eat quietly at first, the clink of cutlery, the hum of the city below. I watch her more than my plate. She looks lighter this morning, not healed, but steadier, like someone who has stopped drowning and started swimming. I reach for the envelope. There's something you should know, I say. She looks up instantly, tension flickering across her features.
What is it?
We filed for full custody of Emma this morning. Her fork stills mid-air.
We did?
I nod, and I'm confident we'll win. Her breath catches, not relief yet, but fear, sharp and reflexive.
Damian, Ethan is already pushing a narrative that I'm unstable, that I've been manipulated, that...
I reach across the table and take her hand, grounding her before the spiral takes hold. Arya, listen to me. Our argument is airtight, I continue calmly. First, you're married. That matters more than people think. Stability, household structure, legal standing. Her fingers tighten around mine. Second, I say, we have proof that Emma was conceived and born during the window of your marriage to Ethan. Her eyes widen.
Which means...
I go on, carefully, that he cheated on you with Lucia while still married to you, and you had no knowledge, none, that he was Emma's biological father. You were manipulated into adoption under false pretenses. Her lips part. A shaky breath leaves her. No intelligent lawyer would risk a full trial. Ethan's image couldn't survive it. The smart move, for them, is an out-of-court settlement. Silence. Then her eyes fill, not with fear, with relief, joy, disbelief. Tears spill over as she lifts her free hand to her mouth, shoulders trembling.
You're saying I won't lose her?
I stand, move around the table, and pull her gently into my arms. You won't, I say firmly. Not this time. Not ever again. She clutches my shirt like it's the only solid thing left in the world, crying quietly against my chest. I hold her, steady, unyielding, letting her release everything she's been forced to carry alone. In that moment, something settles inside me. This isn't strategy. This isn't revenge. This is protection. And I would burn every empire in this city to keep her and Emma safe. When her breathing finally evens out, she pulls back slightly, wiping her cheeks, embarrassed, but smiling. Thank you, she whispers. I look at her, really look at her, and realize the truth I didn't want to name yet. The contract may have started this, but what I'm building with her, that's real. And this time, I won't let it be taken from me.
The private gym hums with quiet intensity, the low whir of machines, the faint echo of controlled breathing, the steady rhythm of discipline. Damian has been at it for hours. I know because I've checked the time twice already. He moves from one program to another without pause. Weights, resistance bands, core drills, endurance sets. his body a study in focus and restraint. Sweat darkens his training shirt, muscles flexing and releasing with every precise motion. There's something almost punishing about the way he pushes himself, like he's racing ghosts only he can see. I step inside holding a bottle of water and a small bowl of fruit salad. "Damian," I say gently, "you've been at this for nearly 4 hours." He barely glances at the clock.
Mental stability is just as important as skill on the track, he replies, breath steady despite the strain. If the mind breaks, the body follows.
I walk closer, offering the water. "Even warriors rest." That earns me a brief smile. He drops to the floor without warning and positions himself for push-ups.
Then help me train smarter.
I blink. "How?"
Sit on my back.
I laugh, certain I misheard him. "You're joking."
I'm serious.
I hesitate, then carefully lower myself onto his back, balancing awkwardly as he braces himself.
Count.
1, I say as he lowers himself smoothly. 2, 3. By 10, I'm impressed. By 20, I'm stunned. By 35, his breathing finally changes. 38, I say, gripping his shoulders as his muscles tremble. 39, 40. He collapses flat on the mat, chest heaving, laughter breaking through exhaustion.
You're trying to kill me.
"You asked," I reply innocently. He rolls onto his back, staring up at the ceiling.
I need a bath.
Then, as if it's the most natural thing in the world, he adds,
Care to join me?
Heat rushes straight to my face. No, I say quickly, turning away. "I'll just wait." A low chuckle follows him as he steps into the mirror glass bathroom built into the gym. The glass turns opaque instantly, designed for privacy, but that doesn't stop my imagination from being far too vivid. When he emerges moments later, wrapped in nothing but a towel slung low around his hips, water droplets tracing paths down his toned chest, my breath catches. He's a vision of raw masculinity, and a surge of longing mixes with the comfortable ease we've built. The TV in the corner catches my eye. An ad for a luxurious 5-star restaurant flashes across the screen, showcasing elegant dishes and romantic ambiance. Escapes me. That looks amazing. I'd love to have lunch there someday. Damian notices, his expression shifting to one of quiet indulgence.
If you want, I'll take you there this afternoon.
His voice warm and sincere. Excitement bubbles up inside me, but I can't resist teasing. "Is this a date?" He shakes his head with a soft smile.
I'm just granting you your wish, no strings attached.
Joy floods my heart, simple, pure happiness at his thoughtfulness, and I beam at him before dashing off to freshen up, my steps light with anticipation. At the restaurant, I feel like a vision in my elegant dress, the fabric hugging my figure in a way that draws Damian's appreciative gaze more than once. We settle into a cozy booth, the atmosphere intimate with soft lighting and the murmur of conversations around us. I peruse the menu, my mouth watering at the options, and settle on a gourmet salad with seared scallops. Damian, ever the gentleman, opts for the same without hesitation, his choice feeling like a subtle connection between us. The food arrives promptly, artfully plated and aromatic. I take my first bite, flavors exploding on my tongue, crisp, savory, divine, and let out a contented, hum. But then I notice he's not eating, just watching me with an intensity that makes my skin tingle. "Why aren't you eating?" I ask, curiosity laced with a hint of self-consciousness. He smiles faintly, a touch of nostalgia softening his features.
I like watching you. It reminds me of her, my late wife.
The admission stirs a complex swirl of emotions in me. Empathy for his lingering grief, warmth at being compared in such a tender way, and a deepening affection that makes my heart ache. I smile back, encouraging him to try it. He takes a bite, nods in agreement,
Delicious.
and then, with a playful spark in his eye, lifts his fork toward me.
Here, try from my plate.
He feeds me the morsel, our eyes locked, the act intimate and charged. As I chew, we smile like two people forgetting, just for a moment, the weight of everything waiting outside these walls. Then Damian looks at me, eyes serious, unguarded.
I need to say something.
He begins.
My goal was always justice, revenge. I never planned for this.
His voice lowers.
But I'm falling for you, Arya.
My heart stumbles. Before I can respond, a familiar, unwelcome voice cuts through the air.
Well, isn't this pathetic?
Ethan. He stands near our table, smug and sharp-eyed.
Heard you're joining the race, Uncle.
He says mockingly.
That's adorable, but you don't stand a chance against my drivers.
Anger flares hot in my veins. I stand up, voice sharp with defiance. You're just afraid of him being in the race. If not, you wouldn't be so bothered. Ethan scoffs and turns his gaze on me.
Look at you, going after an old man. Desperation doesn't suit you, Arya. Makes you look like a...
The word lands like a slap. I don't even register Damian moving, only the sound of a fist connecting with flesh. Ethan stumbles back, stunned, blood at his lip. Damian stands over him, voice deadly calm.
You will keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
The restaurant falls silent. Ethan glares, humiliated, then storms out. My heart pounds, not with fear, but something dangerously close to admiration. Damian turns to me.
I've lost my appetite.
I nod, understanding.
Let's go home.
As we leave, whispers trail us, but I don't care. For the first time in a long time, I feel protected. Not because I need saving, but because someone chooses to stand beside me. And that choice means everything. The world doesn't whisper Damian Wolfe's name anymore. It roars. Damian Wolfe is returning. The man who vanished after a catastrophic crash 5 years ago. The man some called cursed, others legendary, is stepping back onto the track. And the industry trembles. Wolfe's dynamics transforms overnight into a fortress, armed security at every gate, surveillance drones humming overhead, engineers flown in from across the country, mechanics who speak in codes and glances, analysts running simulations until their eyes go red, journalists camped outside the perimeter, hungry for scraps, and spies, because of course there are spies, lurking where they think they can't be seen. Damian shuts the gates. Only those he trusts are allowed inside, which these days means a very short list. And me. From the pit wall, I watch him train. His body remembers before his mind does. The way he steps into the car is instinctive, almost reverent. The way his hands grip the wheel, firm, intimate. The way his shoulders settle, spine aligning as though the car is not a machine, but an extension of him. When the engine roars to life, something ancient wakes in his eyes. Hunger, purpose. But I see the other thing too. The flinch he hides when the speed spikes too fast. The way his jaw tightens at sharp turns. The half-second hesitation before he pushes past a certain threshold. The crash may have scarred his body, but it branded his mind. 5 years is a long time to carry fear without letting it breathe. He pushes harder than anyone else on the track. Lap after lap, sweat soaking through his fire-resistant gear. Muscles screaming as if pain is a language he understands too well. The mechanics watch him with a mix of awe and worry. The analysts whisper behind tablets and screens. I don't interrupt. I anchor. When he comes in for checks, I'm there with updates. Logistics finalized, sponsors locked, shell companies rerouting funds, shares quietly shifting hands in Ethan's empire. While Damian battles speed and ghosts, I handle the chessboard. Strategy, timing, pressure points. We move like we were built for this partnership. When he removes his helmet, his hair damp and eyes blazing, he looks at me first, always, as if confirming I'm real, as if my presence reminds him why he's still breathing. During a break, I step into the garage while the mechanics swarm the car. The air smells of fuel, metal, heat. Damian sits on a stool, head bowed slightly, forearms resting on his knees. Without thinking, I reach up and wipe the sweat from his brow with the hem of my sleeve. The world narrows. His breath stills. My hand freezes, but I don't pull away. He looks up at me slowly, eyes dark, intense, stripped of armor. For a heartbeat, there is no race, no revenge, no Ethan Blake. Just the two of us in the echoing quiet of a garage holding too much history.
You shouldn't do that.
Why?
Because it makes me forget how dangerous this is.
His hand lifts, hovering just shy of my waist. He doesn't touch me. The restraint is almost painful to watch.
You make me want to survive this.
And you, I reply, barely above a whisper, make me want to fight. Something breaks in his expression. Relief, longing, resolve tangled into one. He leans in slowly, deliberately, giving me time to pull away. I don't. Our foreheads touch. His breath ghosts across my lips. For a moment, I think he might kiss me, might finally let himself cross that line. But then the mechanics call his name. Reality crashes back in. He exhales, steadying himself, and pulls away with visible effort.
We should shut down for the night. I don't like pushing when I'm distracted.
I nod, though part of me aches at the distance restored between us. As evening settles, the garage begins to empty. Tools are stowed, engines powered down. The circuit hums with a deceptive calm. I'm halfway to the exit when the air changes. There's a sound, wrong, sharp, violent. A blast of pressure slams into my back. The world explodes. Flames rip through the garage in a deafening roar, heat swallowing everything in seconds. The force throws me forward. I hit the ground hard, pain detonating through my body. Fire screams overhead. Metal shrieks. Alarms wail. Someone is shouting my name. Damian. I try to lift my head, but the smoke is thick, choking. My vision blurs. My ears ring. I taste blood. Through the haze, I see it. The source. Damian's fuel line. Destroyed. This wasn't an accident. This was a message. Strong hands reach for me, pulling me away from the flames. I feel Damian's arms around me, tight, desperate, as if letting go would shatter him.
Arya, stay with me. Look at me.
I try. Darkness creeps in at the edges of my vision, heavy and relentless. The last thing I register is his face above mine. Panic stripped bare, fear no longer contained. Then the world goes silent, and I fall.
The explosion steals the world from me. 1 second, Arya is walking ahead of me, alive, breathing, real. And the next, the garage erupts into hellfire. Heat slams into my chest like a freight train. The roar is deafening. Metal screams. Flames claw at the ceiling. Arya! My voice tears out of me raw, unrestrained. I don't think. I don't assess danger. I move. I find her on the ground. She's not moving. The sight hits harder than any crash I've ever survived. I drop to my knees beside her, hands shaking as they wrap around her shoulders, her face. Soot smears her skin. Her lashes are still. Too still. No, Arya, look at me. I press my forehead to hers, uncaring that my skin burns where sparks have kissed it. Open your eyes. You don't get to leave me. Not like this. Someone is shouting for evacuation. Another explosion cracks somewhere behind us. I don't hear any of it. She's unconscious. My hands tremble as I check her pulse. It's there, weak but steady. Relief nearly drops me to the floor. Help! I roar, turning feral. I need help, now! Finally, arms appear. Medics, firefighters. Chaos swarms around us. Someone tries to pull me back and I almost hit them. Almost. The look on my face must stop them. They lift Arya onto a stretcher. I follow so close my chest nearly touches the rails. Blood trickles down the side of my head. I feel it then, warm and sticky. but it means nothing. Nothing compared to her limp form, the oxygen mask pressed over her mouth. The ambulance doors slam shut. I'm inside before anyone can stop me. The siren screams through the night as the city blurs past. I grip her hand, thumb brushing her knuckles again and again like repetition might anchor her here. "Stay," I whisper. "Please, stay." The hospital lights are blinding. They rush her through the emergency doors, voices overlapping in rapid medical shorthand. Someone finally blocks my path. "Sir, you need to wait here." "No." My voice is ice and fire. I'm not leaving her. A nurse grabs my arm gently but firmly. "You're bleeding. Sit. Now." I look down. My head is split. My arm is burned. I hadn't noticed. I sit only because I have to, because fighting them wastes seconds Arya doesn't have. They clean me quickly, bandage the cut, ask questions I barely answer. My eyes never leave the doors she disappeared through. 2 hours crawl by like years. When the detectives arrive, I already know why they're here. They introduce themselves, voices professional, measured. They ask about the explosion, about the fuel line, about security breaches. "Do you suspect anyone?" one of them asks. "Yes." I don't hesitate. "Ethan Blake." They exchange a look. "He's smart," I continue. "He'll deny everything, he always does. But this wasn't an accident. Someone wanted me dead, or broken enough to quit. Or worse. They ask for surveillance footage. I give them full access to every camera in the factory, inside and out. I tell them where to look, what to look for, patterns Ethan favors. They take notes, they leave. Still no word on Arya. When I finally see her, it nearly breaks me. She's in recovery now, moved out of the ICU. Tubes, monitors, soft beeping machines keeping vigil over her fragile body. Oxygen masks her mouth. Her skin looks too pale against the white sheets. I sit beside her bed and take her hand. It's warm. Whew, thank God. "I should have protected you better," I whisper. "I knew he'd strike. I just didn't think he'd aim for you." My throat tightens. I swallow hard. "I never planned this," I confess to the woman who can't hear me. "I never planned to love you. Revenge was supposed to be clean, controlled. But you..." My voice cracks. "You changed everything." I press my lips to her knuckles. "I love you, Arya. And I swear on everything I've lost, I will finish this. For you, for my wife, for every life that man has destroyed." I brush a strand of hair from her forehead, careful, reverent. "Come back to me," I murmur. "I'm not done fighting, and neither are you." 3 days after the explosion, the world is already writing me off. I stand before the floor-to-ceiling windows of my penthouse, the city stretched beneath me like a living organism, ruthless and hungry. My phone hasn't stopped vibrating since dawn. Headlines bleed into one another, each more vicious than the last. Wolfe's comeback cursed. Sabotage spells the end for Damian Wolfe. From legend to liability, should Wolfe quit while he's trank? She go to provide by subtract, from legend to love me. I don't turn when my assistant lets them in. I already know who it is. My board. 6 men and women file into my living room. Investors, strategists, people who once praised my resilience and vision. Now they look at me like I'm a cracked engine about to explode again. We sit. No pleasantries. One of them clears his throat. "Damian, we're relieved you survived the incident." Incident. Like it was a spilled drink. "Our concern," another cuts in smoothly, "is the future of Wolfe Dynamics." I let them talk. They list the damages clinically, as if reciting figures on a spreadsheet will soften the blow. 2 prototype cars destroyed, months of engineering reduced to ash, specialized parts melted beyond recovery, engineers injured, 2 still in intensive care, training schedules obliterated, insurance frozen pending investigation. And then there's the human factor, the chairman says carefully, watching me like I might snap. You were already retired once. The psychological strain. I'm fit, I say coldly. He doesn't flinch. You were nearly killed once before, and now this. Silence stretches. Then the words I've been expecting finally come. With only 2 months left before the tournament, a woman says, folding her hands, we don't believe continuing is prudent. Another leans forward. Withdraw gracefully. Protect the company before it bleeds out. I laugh. It surprises even me. The sound is sharp, humorless. So that's it? I ask. He attacks us, and you want me to bow out and thank him for the courtesy? This isn't about Ethan Blake, someone snaps. I rise slowly from my seat. This is entirely about Ethan Blake. They exchange looks. If you continue, the chairman says tightly, we will have no choice but to retract our funding. The board cannot back a decision fueled by emotion. I think of Arya on the concrete floor, of fire swallowing steel, of the past trying to kill me again. Then pull it, I say quietly. Every head snaps toward me. I'm not quitting, I continue, voice steady as ice. I didn't crawl out of hell twice just to let cowards decide my finish line. The meeting ends badly. They leave with threats disguised as concern, suits brushing against expensive furniture, eyes already calculating damage control without me. The door closes. The silence afterward is deafening. My phone rings. I don't bother looking at the screen. What? I snap. Mr. Wolfe? The detective's voice comes through, grim. We identified a suspect from your factory CCTV, mid-level operative. This morning, we tracked him to his apartment. My jaw tightens. And? He was found dead. Apparent suicide. No note. Of course. No loose ends. Ethan developing any. Call the call without responding and hurl my phone across the room. It shatters against the wall, glass raining down like sparks. Another call comes through immediately, my backup line. I almost ignore it. Almost. Yes, I bark. Mr. Wolfe? A woman's voice, professional, cautious. This is St. Helena Medical Center. My breath catches. Mrs. Wolfe regained consciousness about an hour ago. She's stable, resting. The world stops. Sco breath, in reliefs, so powerful it nearly drops Meeple to my knees. She's awake? My books you hands. Yes, sir. I don't say another word. I brev my curiosity, my keys, don't bother fixing the bandage still clinging to my head. The elevator ride is torture. Every second stretches like a lifetime. By the time I reach the hospital, I'm running. I don't care who stares.